told. Choose life, they say.
But what if I don't feel like it today?
We fell asleep in one road and woke up on another. Suddenly, Disney is out of magic, Paris is no longer romantic, and Mecca is empty. Hugs and kisses suddenly become weapons, and not visiting family and friends becomes an act of love. Suddenly you realise that power, beauty and money are worthless and can't get you the oxygen you're fighting for. The world continues its life, and it is beautiful. It only puts humans in cages. I think it's sending us a message. You are not necessary. The air, earth, water and sky are just fine without you. And when you come back, remember that you are my guests, not my masters.
Stuck in a house with people who don't care. Yes, I've got a roof and plenty of food to share, but I've lost my identity. I've lost my friends, and only gained some attention on the odd weekend.
On my couch I lie, in vacant or pensive mood. They flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude.
Isolation scares me. What will happen next? When we open our doors again, what will be the effects?
Anxiety, depression, loss of important connection. Will it be the same? Will it go back? Will my world continue to be stuck in this pitch black?
I am shamelessly hurled by the solitude which you can see, lest I risk wasting with a fierce disease. Due to that plague, I am here, alone and left sea-washed. I rose from sleep that day. What stinging tears I wept, what miseries I bewailed, when I saw that the ships with which I had sailed were all gone, and there was no man in the place, not one to help me, not one to ease the fear of sickness that had afflicted me. When looking all around me, I found nothing at hand, save agony, but of that ready store. So time passed by, and alone in this narrow house, I managed to attend to all my wants by my own resources. For my stomach needs this bow provided, bringing down doves on the wing. And whatever my string-sped arrow might strike, in pain I would crawl myself to it, dragging body. Or again, if water had to be fetched, or if when the frost had spread, as often happens in winter, a bit of firewood had to be broken, I would creep out and manage it. Then the firewood would be lacking, but by rubbing stone hard on stone, I would at last reveal the hidden spark which preserves me from day to day. Indeed, a roof over my head and a fire inside provides all that I want, except release from the fear of this disease. Visitors, when they come, have compassionate words for me, and perhaps, moved by pity, they give me a little food. But there is one thing no one will do whenever I mention it. Come into my home, sit with me a while, for I feel so lonely. No, this is already the 7th week that I am wasted by misery and suffering due to this gluttonous plague. I see you have come to me, friends, well commended with a grief that matches my own. We have all felt the sting of this serpent, isolated to save ourselves, ordered to lock our doors lest we fall. One day, the sun will shine on these shores again, and we will bask in its golden light together.
But for now, I'll retreat to my warm, comfy bed. I'll watch another box set till my eyes turn red.
This is the time to be slow. Lie close to the wall until the bitter weather passes. Try as best you can not to let the wire brush of doubt scrape from your heart or sense of yourself and hesitant light.
If you remain generous, then time will come good, and you will find your feet again on fresh pastures of promise, where the air will be kind and blushed with beginning.
As I drift off to sleep, I wish for better times, where schools are still open, my friends make me laugh, and people were held accountable for their crimes.
Cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Hold on to me, cause I'm a little unsteady, a unsteady. Mama, come here. Approach, appear. Daddy, I'm alone. 'Cause this house don't feel like home. If you love me, don't let go. Whoa. If you love me, don't let go.
Isolation is not safety. Isolation is death. If no one knows you're alive, you aren't. If a tree falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it, it still makes a sound, but then that sound is gone. I'm not saying the meaning of life is other people. I'm saying other people are the life to which you provide meaning to.
Bunched together like a gathering tribe, the daffodils rise again and there are signs of sun behind the clouds. We still have bread. And books. And music to keep the radio alive! A note through the door is a kind surprise. And the birds on the branches of the trees stay up late.
The mornings are not so dark.
The internet takes us to works of art, tunes us into Debussy, and Paul Simon brings us closer to the faraway countries where loved ones are. Hello, Nell! Hello, Jack! A kite in someone's back garden rises and dips and gives a moment of joy in the face of isolation.
With your feet in the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick, spin it, yeah. Your head will collapse, but there's nothing in it. You ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
When you look at the ozone layer from outside, from a spaceship, it looks like a pale blue halo, a gentle shimmering aureole, encircling the atmosphere, encircling the Earth. 30 miles above our heads, a thin layer of free atom oxygen molecules. It's a kind of gift from God, a crowning touch to the creation of the world. Guardian angels, hands linked, make a net, a blue-green net, a shell of safety for life itself. But everywhere, things are collapsing, lies surfacing, systems of defence giving away. I like to go travelling, get away from it all. Don't worry, I just send postcards with stamps. Later, maybe.
And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why they don't deserve you. I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's daughter. It could have been a nightmare, but it felt like they were right there. And it feels like yesterday was a year ago, but I don't wanna let anybody know.
And the people stayed home and read books and listened and rested and exercised. and made art and played games and learned new ways of being, and were still, and listened more deeply.
Some meditated, some prayed, some danced, some met their shadows. And the people began to think differently, and the people began to heal. And in the absence of living in ignorant and dangerous and mindless and heartless ways, the earth
began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again,
they grieved their losses
and made new choices and dreamed new images,
and they made new ways to live
and heal the earth fully as they could.
And when the danger passed and the people joined together again,